So I am way behind this month on my weekend wash and featuring the glove box. So here we go. This is going to be quick and dirty. Well, quick and clean. So what's up, guys? Welcome to another weekend wash. We got to quickly wash our Lexus because we have plans this afternoon. So we got to get this thing clean because it's pretty gross. And I messed up the bumper a little bit because I drove my four-wheeler too close to it and the wheels rubbed up against the bumper and I kind of messed it up. Well, Jess did it first and then I did it after her. She doesn't know about that yet. So when she watches this video, she'll be like, haha, you did it too. Yeah, it happens. Well, a lot happened this month also. My AR blue actually broke down and I had to fix it. But good thing is I will have that video up as soon as possible. If it's already up, it'll be in the card, but that's an important video because I had to replace an oil seal, a piston rod oil seal, and it wasn't as scary as I thought, so you could totally do it, and you can get the parts pretty easily and pretty affordably as well. Affordable. They're cheap parts. First and foremost, let's go over some of the products that came in this month's glove box. There were microfibers, but I washed them and I don't know where they are. But I got some other microfibers to talk about. But here are the three main products that came in the glove box for this month. First, we have the Carmistry. This is brand new. I've never heard of this company before, but Carmistry soap. And this is just a pH neutral car soap. So I actually used it already. Really nice stuff. So we're going to use that today. We have a graphene detail spray from Jax Wax. So I'll use that to top it. Now I probably won't need this unless I look at the vehicle and need some cleaning, but this is one of the new products from Turtle Wax, their Spot Clean. This is a dry shampoo method with Oxy Power Hyper Foam in there, but you can clean carpets with this without having to shampoo and extract and do all that crazy stuff, just using towels. That is a totally acceptable way to shampoo or spot clean mats and carpets and other things like that. Very, very easy and quick. I also have a new foam cannon. I have so many foam cannons now, but this one is the new one from MJJC. Now their old version, or I should say just their version 2, is amazing and I love it. I've been using it for a year now, or probably over a year, and it's a great foam cannon. This is just an upgraded design, which I really like. Now, it actually comes with 2 orifices as well. You actually get 2 different, actually, you know what? I don't know if it's 2 different size orifices because it doesn't say what size orifice it is in here. I didn't take it out to see if there was, maybe a marking on there. But this one, it does say that it is a 1.1 millimeter orifice. So I could replace that if I wanted to, but I have it as a backup. I'll simply keep it in there. If I need to switch it out or want to, then we can. But that kind of depends on your pressure washer setup, the gallons per minute, the pressure of the pump, and all that stuff. So we'll see how this performs. It'll be our first time using it today. Now I also have 2 different drying towels. This one came from Suds Lab. So they have some new products, some new equipment coming out. I don't think it's on the market just yet, but they sent it to us to play with, and I'm loving this towel. A twisted loop drying towel. Carlos from Miranda Detailing would love that towel because he is into orange. This thing is awesome. We also have the new GT Shine towel. Now this is an upgraded version from this towel. I actually have this gigantic one and I also have another smaller one here, which I've had probably for a good 3 years and I still love them. They still dry incredibly well. So it has the twisted loop on one side and then it has like the glass cleaning material on the other side. This is a gigantic towel. If you want to see the review of that, I'll put that in the card above or in the link down below. But this is a new version that they sent us. It's a thicker towel, so it's twisted loop on both sides. Really nice soft piping. It's an awesome towel. I don't know which one I'll choose today. I'll choose one of them, but you'll see them in our videos anyway because we go back and forth between those 2 drying towels plus other ones that we have. Now we also got some of the new Turtle Wax products that came out during SEMA, and you'll eventually see those on the channel as well. I'm very interested in this one. This is actually like a black dye trim restore, almost like solution finish type of viscosity and type of product. So you'll see us use this later on. I actually got some on my fingers too, and I still haven't gotten it all off. And when it comes to our pressure washer, I'm believing everything is still looking good. There's no leaking that I can see. I still see a little bit of residual under there, but that's just, there was actually some oil that was still kind of left in there. I didn't clean it, I didn't wipe it all the way out. I was just excited to get it fixed and to get it working, but I forgot to kind of clean that out. So That's what that leaking is. And it's not really truly leaking because it's not leaking all the fluid out or all the oil out. So yeah, everything is looking good here. So we're going to use our hot water today because it's a little chilly, fill up our buckets, and wash the poor Lexus. So here's what I was talking about. So yeah, it's just rubber transfer. I'll just polish that out, hopefully. I don't think it scratched it. Ugh. But it's pretty gross and muddy, so it definitely needs some good cleaning. Now, do I need to do an APC rinse on here? No, I don't, because I have decent protection, and this is cleaning off very, very easily. Now, if we didn't wash our vehicle as regularly, then yeah, we probably would need an APC rinse. I have no idea what that stuff is on the glass and on the side here, so hopefully it'll come off with the wash. If it doesn't, we'll have to tack it with something else. And actually, it's been so long, I forget what I have on here, but you've probably seen in past videos, I have some sort of spray sealant on here. All right, so first time using this. Even with just 2 ounces of foam in here, or of shampoo, it still produces a nice thick amount. And this foam cannon is very smooth feeling, if that makes any sense. So with about 2 ounces, I have enough to foam up another vehicle. So I have to say, I really do like this new design. It feels good, it feels smooth. And when you first press the trigger, it's pretty much instant foam right away. And the shampoo is nice and thick. So good stuff. At least the shampoo is great stuff. I have enough to foam up a small car because I just went through this pretty quickly. And it produced a nice thick layer of foam. So let's get to contact washing. Now the soap, I mean, to me, it feels nice and slick. And if you're a regular on the channel, you know that, I don't rely on my shampoos to clean, so I really don't talk about cleaning power with shampoos. However, we'll see what it does on the other side of the vehicle, where I have whatever that splattering was. I don't even know what that is. It happened this morning, I think. We'll see if it cleans it properly, or if we'll need all-purpose cleaner or something else to actually clean it. But so far, this soap really clings to the paint really well. It's not just falling right off the paint, so that's a good sign. I like a soap that clings really well. Now, pH neutral soaps don't necessarily mean that they're weak soaps or that they don't clean well. In fact, there are some pH neutral soaps that are pretty strong and they have great cleaning ability, even though I don't rely on soaps to clean necessarily. And why is that the case? Because of my pre-wash method. It's kind of a method that I've adopted from others and kind of, changed things up a little bit to kind of suit my own needs. And our wash process, or our pre-wash process, is very specific. And that's actually what cleans the majority of the paint. The rest of it is just a little bit of residue that might be on the paint that needs to be contact washed off. But it's a very light film. It's nothing heavy, so I don't really need anything too strong. But if you are looking for stronger soaps, check out the Koch Chemie line. Their Super Foam and their Active Foam. The Super Foam is one of their higher alkaline soaps, around a 12. And of course, when you dilute it, it becomes a little bit weaker, but still in the 10 to 11 range. Or their Active Foam, which is around an 8, which is good for cars that do have protection, because a stronger soap is going to clean well, but it's also going to degrade any of your protection, especially wax and sealants. Coatings, not so much, but if you use it on a regular basis, you may see, you know, some degradation of the coating a little bit quicker than usual, but that's usually not the case with coatings. I am going to have to clay bar this at some point. But usually for customers' vehicles, when we're initially detailing them, depending on how gross they are, we may choose a stronger shampoo, even if we do our usual pre-wash method, then we'll still use a strong shampoo just to aid in some more cleaning, to really deep clean the paint. But it's not 100% necessary, we found. We just need a good shampoo that is lubricating and nice and foamy for that cushion. So really it's for lubrication and cushion. That's what I'm really interested in for shampoos when I'm contact washing. And I switched mitts up here for a mitt for all of the downstairs areas. That makes sense. Now I know everyone's got their own wash method and pre-wash method. Let me know what yours is. How do you pre-wash your vehicles? And I'm talking more in a business sense, but it doesn't matter. Enthusiasts or professionals alike, you'll have your preferred method if you've been doing it a while. So what's your method and who did you learn it from? Was it something that you just kind of made up on your own? Or is it kind of a combination of things that you saw from other detailers and you kind of adopted it and maybe switched it around to kind of fit your needs? Let me know down below what your pre-wash methods are and what your normal wash methods are. Not necessarily your deconning and all that. I mean pre-washing and contact washing. Keep it simple. I mean, just those two things alone. What do you do? Oh, I'm so not being professional right now. I would never do this to a customer's vehicle, but it's my own vehicle. So the Suma sealant that we have on here is more of a sheeting product, and you can see that it's actually sheeting off. I hope you can see it at least. So yeah, it's keeping it protected, and it is cleaning very, very easy. So it does bead up when it rains, but when we're washing it, it tends to sheet more than anything. So it'll look flat, and then it breaks up, and it'll start to sheet away, which is pretty cool. I hope you can see that. Sorry, it's white paint. I know it's kind of difficult to see. And if you haven't noticed already, we have a new website. It's been up for a couple of months now. Go and check it out and tell me what you think. If you see any errors, let me know. And definitely check out the products page where we have those free forms and we have links to products. And eventually I will have a blog on there. It's just taking a while because I have so many other things to do. But eventually there'll be a blog on there as well. Now, if you're curious, I'm using the Suds Lab tire and rubber degreaser. It's just a high alkaline cleaner, and I use that also for the wheels. The wheels really aren't horrible. Oops, I gotta refill this, but it's great for tires. And I also have the new Suds Lab wheel brush, which I am in love with. I have the other little brushes, but this one is the perfect balance of aggressiveness with being still soft, and not worried about even using them on black wheels. Because it's really not that aggressive, but I love that new brush. Really, really nice. We'll see how long it lasts as well, because, you know, wheel brushes definitely take a beating, and when used on a regular basis, they will start to show wear quickly. Usually every 4 to 6 months, I'm buying a new wheel brush. That's all that needs. So let's go with the GT Shine towel. You'll see the other orange one from Suds Lab in other videos, but this one just dries so nicely. They both do. Oh man, that's nice. There's nothing like a nice drying towel. It speeds up the job, and also having your car washed regularly and protected on a regular basis as well, because that just means the paint will be cleaner, beads water, makes it easy to dry. And I know it's kind of hard to see on white paint. Let's see if we can demo it on the glass. Oh, and you know what? That soap cleaned whatever that stuff was on the glass and on the plastic. No problem. I didn't even use any other chemical, just the shampoo. So is it a good cleaner? It seems to be. Now that detail spray, the graphene detail spray, it doesn't mention if it can be used wet. So I'm not going to use it as like a drying aid or as a topper while the vehicle is still wet. I'm simply going to dry the paint and then apply it after, when everything is dry. Now I could also blow dry the paint. It's just an option. So I could have done that, or I'll just dry the paint completely with the towel. It's a dealer's choice at this point. Now, if you want to win this month's glove box, I have a short time frame because I'm so late this month. I'm going to give it 3 days and then I'm going to pick the winner. No crazy challenges this time. All you have to do is hashtag Detail Glovebox, and in 3 days time, I'll pick the winner. And it'll show up here on YouTube. I will notify you, I'll send a message, because basically I just comment to your comment, and just don't believe any other comments that might go in there where it tells you to click on a link. I never do that. I just tell you to email me. That's all. Just email me and then I will forward your info. You don't even have to email me your address or anything. Just say, hey, thanks for choosing me. You know, I won, yay. And I'll just forward that to Glovebox and then you deal with them directly. So it's very easy. There's no links to click or anything like that. So don't fall for those scams. Unfortunately, YouTube is, all social media is full of them. And you may notice the weather is beautiful. It's not warm necessarily, but this is the 21st of January, 2023. And I'm outside washing my vehicle in a hoodie, and that's it. That didn't come out right. I have other clothes on. I just mean it's like a hoodie, not like a winter jacket or anything. So that came out weird. Yes, I know, Lexus, it came out weird. I know. It got weird, I know. Again, I would never do this on customers' vehicles. I'm just doing this on my own vehicle because it's my own vehicle and I don't care. So the whole vehicle is dry and the towel is not dripping wet at all. I can probably still dry a little bit more with it. But if I try to wring it out, nothing will even come out. So you can dry one whole vehicle with this easily, probably even a big truck. And if you need to wring it out, you can. But yeah, you can actually see the twisted loops are still, they're damp, but they're not drenched. They're not soaking wet. Awesome. Usually with drying towels like this, I will wash them first. And when I'm done drying a vehicle, I simply hang them and let them air dry. And I may use them once or twice and then back into the washer. So maybe I can get 4 vehicles out of it depending on how bad the vehicles are. But you'll notice there might be some little dark spots here where you go over an area that's slightly dirty. That happens. Sometimes you miss a spot. But 3 to 4 vehicles and then I wash them. So now for the graphene detail spray, I'm gonna spray right onto the towel instead of the paint directly. That's just my preferred. I like on the towel. What's your preferred? Do you like paint? I don't like spraying on the paint. I like spraying on the towel. Or do you like spraying on the towel? Which do you prefer? Let me know. But this is just basically a spray wax, spray sealant, whatever you want to call it. Just apply it dry. I'm not sure about applying it wet, onto a wet surface. It might work, but in this case, I am doing it on dry paint instead. It can go on plastic, glass, pretty much everything. It's an all-around detail spray. And you know what? The splattering that was on here came off the glass easily, and it did come off the plastic, but it stained my plastic. I'll show you in a bit. I might have to use that Restore product from Turtle Wax to remove any of that off the plastics and kind of restore the plastics. We'll see. Yeah, it actually stained the plastic. I don't know what that stuff was. Now, this leaves the paint feeling nice and slick, feels good. As far as working in the sun, it's not hot out. It's not summer, so it's kind of hard to say. I can't really speak on heat and direct sunlight because it's winter time right now, so it's relatively cool. But in the summer, we'll use products and we'll see. But you're gonna have to test it for yourself because different demographics, different climates, different humidity levels and heat and all of that all makes a difference. So even if a product works here for me in the sun and in the heat, it may not work for you. I don't know. So yeah, that's why I don't always trust certain product reviews that say for 100% certainty it'll do this or do that, because like I talk about all the time, too many variables. So you gotta try it for yourself. But I'm not seeing any smears or any streaks on here at all. So using it on the glass like a glass cleaner, yeah, no problem. So let's fix some of these mistakes that we made here, polish them away. We're gonna use the Phoenix EOD, actually wait, Fabulous Polish. Well, yeah, let's try Fabulous Polish first. So I wanted the Papa Cut, but I grabbed this instead. Let's see if that works. Microfiber cutting disc, Low Flex PXE80. Whoops. Well, that worked fabulously. See what I did there? All right, nice. A little bit of the graphene, and yeah, good as used. And just a little bit of the Sunday's Best dressing. The tire is still a little bit wet, not a big deal. There we go, that's looking presentable. That bluish tinge will die down as well and it'll look nice and dark and black. So guys, the weekend wash is done. We have plans this afternoon, so we are going to head out. Thank you guys for joining me. Again, if you want to win that glove box for January, you have 3 days. I'm going to pick the winner in 3 days. Nothing you have to do, just hashtag Detail Glovebox. And I don't know, tell me why you want to choose Glovebox and try out those different products each month. It's a subscription box. Don't forget to enter code Miranda20 and you'll get 20% off of your first box. Don't forget to put that code in. If you're enjoying these videos, don't forget to subscribe and click that bell so you don't miss stuff. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for joining us.